Hello everyone. I noticed that there is a new update to Paladins today, so I figured I would need to hurry up and try to make a new Grohk guide implementing all the new changes to his cards and overall how his character works. With this patch, they decided to give all the characters a new combo system that gives you bonus damage. In Grohk's case, you need to target at least 3 players with your chain lightning, and it will do double damage with the chain lightning, which works really well with the card called Lightning Grad, which I use in one of the 2 builds that I have determined work very well with Grohk, depending on the situation, since now it basically works as a bulldozer card for your chain lightning. Instead of doing about 35 damage every 0.09 seconds, it will do 55 damage every 0.09 seconds, which makes killing barracks turrets, Ying's clones, or Bomb King's bombs a lot faster than it normally would be. With this build as well, they decided to nerf everybody's movement speed to be about the same. So Hamstring 4 is extremely effective in this build, so I decided to take a point out of Arc Lightning 1 in place of that. But I still kept Astral Traveler 2 to give you that little movement speed edge whenever you need to get out of combat or get to a flank a little bit faster. And Phantom 1 has just always been my default card due to it just improving Ghost Walk just that little bit that you may need. And for the other build that I noticed that has been very effective with this outside of deployables is this build right here. This one is designed to be a little bit more tanky and in the face on the point due to having the healing from Healing Green and Totemic Rescue as well. I decided to give it a little bit less of a slow and keep the Astral Traveler 2 speed just in case you need to get out of the point really quick to try to heal up, or if you are needed elsewhere. And now that I've showed you these 2 little builds here that I noticed have been the 2 best ones to play so far, I will go ahead and play a quick game and show off some of the changes with Grohk. Okay, so I finally found the game now.
Best of luck. Go
Now,
play.
the first thing you'll notice is that they made a couple changes to the new buy menu. They added a card called Kill to Heal inside the healing thing that gives you 25% health whenever you get a player kill. And they moved Cauterize down to the attack column and made it 300 points. Despite all the changes to the burn cards and the pricing and how much they can actually affect your gameplay, the build is still basically the same thing. You want to take morale boost on the first time if you don't see any threats, and either Haven or Blast Shields, depending on the composition, if you see anybody that can do massive damage or not. Might hope I don't get stuck in a tree there. But anyways, with the way Grohk works now, you no longer left click and right click. Right there's the bonus damage mechanic I was explaining a couple minutes ago. It even works if you target it off deployables. One major thing that they changed with Grohk is his left click actually does a lot more damage depending on how close you are. So you can, instead of doing about maybe 26 damage whenever they have damage resistances, now it does about 35 to 40 when they don't have it. And the right click damage is still 18, but with the combo mechanic it can go up to 35 damage a second as well. Now, as you can tell with that Hamstring 4, it made that barrack almost impossible for him to get away from me. As you can tell, everybody's moving a lot slower than in comparison to my last video I made on this. That's because of the movement speed changes I was mentioning earlier. The only person who retained the movement speed somewhat is would be Sky, and that's only after she gets the stealth and everything else. As you can tell, overall he's been buffed. The main issue with Grohk is due to him having the lack of movement speed to keep up with people whenever they use their F abilities now. Back when he used to have like a small little 20 to 30% speed boost, but now they removed that, and with how much damage some champions can output now, you can normally die before you even get your ultimate off unless they're not paying attention to you. And with the changes with the defense cards, Haven now reduces direct attack damage, which would be anything that's not explosives. So it's more useful in this situation, since they haven't buried Kinessa and Androxus on their team. But other than that, the burn cards basically remain the same. They're still very useful, even with the nerfs. And right there's the issue with the slows I was mentioning a second ago. Whenever you get slowed, you're basically a sitting duck for anybody, especially if they're using a 40% movement speed slow. So you want to try to stay in your bubble and keep your ghost walk up as much as possible, which I made the mistake of not doing.
Enemy double kill.
Kinessa is a lot more powerful now too, since her combo mechanic allows her to keep charge shotting people over and over for bonus damage up to 50% bonus.
Astral.
Now that I explained basically everything that you really need to know about Grohk in this game, I'm just gonna go ahead and just leave the rest to be quiet until the end of it.
Rampage. I hate bumpy rides.
Oh, there's one more thing I forgot. You can actually ride on the payload now, which can be pretty fun.
Point spawning in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the battle begin.
It appears it's a Grohk box.
7 in a row.
Watch your step.
I'll just leave this here.
Bad day.
Victory.
Well, that was a nice and quick match to demonstrate how an average Grohk game can normally go handle out the B. With the current changes with him, I do enjoy him a lot more because overall he does do more damage. But I just feel like he needs that little bit of a movement speed bonus whenever he uses his ult again. Otherwise, people can just get out of it pretty easily and make it pretty much useless at this state of the game, anyways. There is one other set of burn cards that I feel would be useful inside of this game, and that's using Wrecker. But one card you never want to use in the damage section would be the Bulldozer card due to it not stacking with the Lightning Rod effect. If you have any other questions about this build or would like me to try anything different with him, just let me know down below or try to message me on Steam or anywhere else pretty much, and especially on Twitch, Discord, or anything like that. I'm all under the same name, Kicker BS. Other than that, I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you around.